welcome to our Feel Good workout, which will be with my amazing mother-in-law who is joining me shortly. I am streaming live on YouTube. If you're watching, join us, do what you can. This is your workout, your investment in your physical, your mental health, to help us reduce risks of so many chronic illnesses and diseases that are so common, to reduce the amount of time that you're sitting, but we will be doing exercises on the chair for anyone that has any mobility issues or is maybe recovering from injuries or is just feeling like a nice low impact workout, or if you're behind your desk and you're working from home, you could add some of these exercises into your day. We are going to start with a lovely breath snack. So all I want you to do is take a seat. I have an amazing Zoom community. So if you would like to join us on Zoom, sign up to my free newsletter on my website and I'll send you all the details. But wherever you are, you can probably hear the music in the background. I'm going to turn it up just slightly once I explain the breathing today. So you can close your eyes. And I'm not sure if you've heard this chant. It's actually from it's a very common Buddhist chant in their religion. And they're saying Om Mani Padme Hum. And all I want you to do, we're going to be doing a coherent breath today. So that's where you're breathing in to the count of 5 or 6, ideally 6, and we're going to exhale for the same amount, 5 or 6. And actually this chant, as they're saying it each time, breathing in for those words and then breathing out is actually the count of 6. And this coherent breathing is something that's going to bring all the systems of your body to a state of coherence. So it's peak efficiency. So that's your heart, your circulation, and even your nervous system. There's a lot of science behind this. And hopefully we'll just do 5 or 6 rounds today. You can tune into the music, tune into your breath to help reset the nervous system. It should almost give you that meditative state in a very short amount of time, and something that maybe you can practice, and hopefully you'll feel like it's a touch of prayer, as they say, just making you feel, even if you're religious or not, quite a healing breath today. So I'm going to turn the music up and we're going to breathe in for 6, just to the music, and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Positive inhale and a releasing exhale. Ideally through your nose. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more round, breathing in when you're ready. Breathe in. And a long exhale. Keep your eyes shut. Just place your hands over your eyes. Just tune into how you're feeling. That was a very quick breath snack just to get us focused. Our parasympathetic nervous system kicked in. Do you feel calmer, a little bit more relaxed this morning, or whenever you do this workout, keep your eyes closed, take a deep breath in, open your eyes slowly with your hands in front of your eyes, just letting a little bit of light in. Bring a smile to your face, and when you're ready, you can release the hands away. I want you to tell me how you're feeling on Zoom. Did you enjoy that? Give me some thumbs up. It's something very different. I try and do every single time something slightly different, as you know. And you can use that technique anytime. On YouTube, please drop me a little thumbs up or a little comment if you enjoyed that breath snack. So we are going to start the workout. It's just really important to reset, to get ourselves centered in our busy lives, and we can start marching on the spot. It is pretty cold in my room at the moment, so I'm going to make sure I get my heart rate up. So you can swing your arms, you can step your feet, and then we are going to move into our mobility section of the workout, where we really start working all the joints, the muscles, get the synovial fluid around the joint, get the muscles nice and warm. So we will either seated or standing. Mummy will be joining me shortly. We're going to start with some lovely neck circles. So all I want you to do is keep your back nice and straight throughout the workout. Your stomach muscles engaged, so your belly button is in towards your spine. And I have started just drawing big circles with my chin, as if there's a clock face in front of me, and I'm following it round in one direction, and then I'm going to change directions. Relax the shoulders, keep the back lovely and straight. You could do this seated too. Just circling out, enjoy that release, any tension that you may feel in your neck or back, especially when we're sitting for long periods. This is just an easy way to mobilize and release tension. We're then going to bring our chin up and down. We're having a nice positive yes, a big yes to today's workout, to really investing in our health. Nice big yeses, good. And then we're going to say no, we're just moving left to right. See how that range feels, seated or standing, whatever's good for you. I want all ages, all abilities to do these exercises. And if there's something you can't do, just replace it with another exercise. So we're saying no to any negativity today. Brilliant work. We're going to start today with our band, if you have a band. If you don't have a band, don't worry. You could grab a pair of old tights, which has a little bit of stretch. You could also grab a belt or even a scarf, but ideally something with a bit of resistance, a bit of stretch, so you can progress over time as well. And Lavina's famous shoulder floss, if you don't know it, seated or standing, we're going to try and lift the arms up and above and over your head. Bent arms is fine. You're trying to go as low as you can, forwards and back, but I want you to try and practice this daily. It's the shoulder floss, so we floss our teeth daily. Just like that, I want you to be flossing your shoulders. This is encouraging. Eventually, some people can't get all the way up and over, but if you can, we're trying to get full range of motion in that ball and socket joint in our shoulders. And this gets very tight. We see a lot of people sitting like this with screens, technology, sitting at our desks, on our sofas, even just using our phones all the time. Our neck is down, so we're staying nice and tall. You've done a few now, especially my Zoom community. I can see you all. Give me some smiles. YouTube, smile too. It's just good to smile. It will make you feel happy. Release those endorphins. Can you feel a little bit of a burning sensation potentially? That's the lactic acid around the muscles, just as we're warming everything up. But if it's too much, you can loosen up. If you want to progress, you could hold it tighter. We're going to go for 2 more. I will show you how I do these seated. Great one to do at your desk, or keep a band by your sofa or desk. and get these lovely flosses done and relax. Well done. Shake it out for a second. Super work. We're now going to keep that band, but if you don't have a band, I'll show you without. We're trying to opposite arm extension, lengthening out. So from the side, I'm trying to really open out. As I breathe out, we're keeping that lovely deep breathing. So breathing out, breathing in, potentially keeping your hands in front in a nice lateral raise. Breathing out, breathing in. I'm just going to make sure my heating is working here because it is getting a little bit cold in the UK. Just let me know on YouTube where you are in the world. Always lovely to know where everyone is from using these workouts. So opening out, how are we getting on? Breathe out, breathe in, really stretching, waking up all the muscles, ready for our lovely feel-good workout. Out and in, one more, and relax. Again, give it a shake out. If anything's too tiring, you can adapt. So just listen to your body. We're gonna hold the band or belt, and if you don't, you're gonna almost imagine it. All I'm doing, if you see from the side, is pulling slightly, like a little pulsing sensation. So we can hold it nice and loose, and then we can just squeeze back. And you should start feeling this. I'm feeling this everywhere. Nice opening on my chest, which gets really tight when we're rounded. I can try and squeeze these shoulder blades at the back of my back together as I'm pulsing out and in. Here comes Mummy. Yay, good morning. She made it. And it doesn't matter, guys. Exercise snacking is my concept, which shows even if you do a few minutes of today's workout, it is better than nothing, and it's saved for you on YouTube. Just make sure you hit subscribe so you get notified of lots of my free content. I know, I'm just trying to get the heating. It's been on for an hour, but keep your coat on until you warm up. Squeezing back and in. Oh, can you feel that? It's tough, right? Did you feel the burn? Give me a little thumbs up, YouTube, Zoom, let me know. And we're then going to add in some spinal twists. So you could do it without the band or with. If you don't have a band, you can just keep your elbows open out and your hands just behind your head. With your band is a little bit harder. We've got that resistance here. So Mummy, you could do with or without. Here I'm just, again, opening out the chest, straightening the back, core muscles tight. And we're just going to twist to one side, breathing out and back in. I'm keeping my waist and my hips forward. I'm trying to keep my back and head nice and straight. I'll show you from the side, twist and in. Mummy's here now to demonstrate all the exercises seated to help inspire you. Whatever your ability, just try a few movements. This is great to release out any back tension. I can feel it in my stomach muscles as well. Did you feel that? Are you okay, Mummy? You can keep marching just so you warm up a little bit. We're going to leave the band for now. We are going to come back to the band or your tights shortly. And we're going to take a seat first just to do a bit of circulation. So I'll show you closely. I'm going to be pointing my fingers and then bringing them into a little flex, like a ball position. So squeezing them in and out. And we can do the same with our feet. We can almost point them away as we lengthen out and point our fingers. And then we're going to bring the feet towards us. So I'll show you from the side. So if you've got your feet in front of you, you can point and then flex. Here you can, when you're flexing, you can probably feel the hamstrings at the back of the legs having to work. So try and coordinate. We know that exercise is one of the best things we can do to reduce our risks of things like dementia and Alzheimer's. And it's these like difficult coordinated exercises that I purposely put into every plan, which is different every week from the last, when we started in, what year, Mummy? Did we start? 2020 was the pandemic. So I'm imagining we started in March 2020. Oh my gosh. We're 2004 now, 24. So we've been going every week. There's a different workouts. There's lots for you to look at on Zoom. So pointing and flexing. Good. Can you feel that? How's my mum getting on, Kamisha? Pointing and flexing. I can see you on Zoom. And relax. Lovely. We're going to do some side bends. So we're going to reach over, maybe putting the leg out if you're seated. Otherwise, just reaching over, even standing. This is quite a nice one if you can balance. We are reaching over, stretching out the sides of the body. This feels so good. Give me a little wave if you can. A virtual workout, but we are all together. We're one feel-good community working on our health together, reaching over, going for 3, lovely, 2, and 1. Amazing. So if you've been doing my workouts before, you know I love squats or sit and stands. We're not going to sit fully, but if you're seated, mummy, you're going to reach down. And then you're going to reach up, maybe lifting the heels off the ground and lengthening the back and the arms. If you're standing, I want you to think about the squat. So do it carefully where you're going to have your knees going out in line with your toes. You can reach down, try and touch as far as you can and reach as high as you can. So if you can do it standing, you can get up to my mum. You can get up as well. Whoever's on Zoom that's able to stand, please stand and try a couple. You don't have to go onto your heels, but it's quite nice to lengthen out the calf muscles in your lower back legs as well. Does this feel okay, mummy? Straight back, lifting up. We're still doing our mobility snack, but we're adding in a little bit now of some of our favorite moves. Inhaling, exhaling. Shall we do 2 more? I hope you're getting nice and warm. 1 more and relax. I'm trying to just check that can you just march out for me? I'm just going to check that this mode hasn't changed. There we go, because I think we want to just make sure that we've got heat coming out of here, of this heater right now. Hopefully that will work a bit better. So, marching out, the active recovery, which I give every week. If you want to rest when I'm talking, please rest. Otherwise, we're going to go swimming today. And you could add in some little tin cans, some dumbbells, but we're going to try and keep this movement. You could also change it over in between in your rest, moving your arms like a front stroke or even a back stroke. Now we're doing a few. It's quite nice. And if you're seated, you could even lift the heels up as you're swimming, or if you're standing, you can get your steps in from indoors. But that is your option to maybe rest or do that move in between. We're going to start with our press-ups today. So if you're able to, I've put my weights on this side, mummy. Let me move them. So you're going to carefully go, mummy, to the wall, because you've done wall press-ups for a while. So if you're able to, you can start. If you know what you're doing, I will talk you through it all again if you don't know what you're doing. So mummy has got her hands at shoulder height, nice and wide, and she's going to have a straight line from her head down to her heels. I'll show you the seated option as well, but some of you have started on the wall. I just want to make sure you're bending at the elbows. Inhale as you approach, exhale as you push away. And what I want you to think about today is really thinking about that mind to muscle engagement. So think about all the upper body muscles working. Some of you I can see are already doing on Zoom your seated press-ups, which is another option. You're pressing against your thighs, bending at the elbows. Inhale, exhale. I've got another straight line from the top of my head down. I'm not arching my back. I'm keeping my core really sucked in all of these press-ups, maybe around 10. And I want you to just roll out your wrists and relax a bit. Good. So see how you get on. We are in a bit of a cold room, Mummy, so we're going to have to keep you warm because this heating doesn't seem to be, yeah, not really. It was working fine because I've been working in here every day, but I'm going to give it a few more minutes. We'll try again. So to keep warm, we're going to circle out, swimming away, or you can rest here before we do another set of press-ups. How did you find them? Were they easy? If you've been doing wall press-ups, a way to progress is to go against your kitchen island or a table against the wall and go slightly lower than the wall. We don't show floor press-ups in this workout just because I want it to be accessible to everyone, but you have lots on my Instagram page there to help inspire you, and lots of playlists on my YouTube as well with more advanced workouts. So shall we go for a second set of press-ups? You could either go against the wall, and if you want to progress against the wall today, you can maybe move your feet just an inch or two further back and then pressing towards, breathing out as you release. Keep the hands nice and wide, lovely. So you've got a nice straight line, Mummy. Well done. Does that feel okay? Good work. So keep going while I try and sort my heating situation out. There, we've got a little bit of something coming out now. Let's hope that's warm air. How are we getting on? Let me look at my YouTube, my Zoom. Keep going for about up to 10 repetitions would be great. Pressing away, lovely work. I've got lots of you on Zoom today. My mum, Taruna auntie, Andrew, Ayush auntie, Lal uncle, Ambujam auntie, Purnima auntie, Chan Singh. Well done, Marion. And we've got Hamida auntie, Pravin Shah, Amba, Ben, Taylor, lots and lots of you. Some couples, if you're not with anyone, you could grab someone in the house to join you next time, or we are all together. How are we feeling? There, my mum is giving us a sign that she is swimming away. So mum, you started swimming. Brilliant. My mum actually loves swimming. They're both from Mombasa, both mums of mine. Obviously mummy and her, but we're missing swimming, I think, because we went on holiday a few months ago where we swam so much. So just pretend you are there. You can visualize and relax. Well done. So we're going to work on our strength section a little bit more by going into the chest area. And what I want you to practice without any weights first is the movement, so we get our form and technique right. So I've got my palms facing forward, seated or standing. So you're going to keep them really nice 90 degrees. So the wrist is just above your elbow. Keep your wrists straight, so make sure they're not bent. They're nice and straight to your forearm, especially once you start holding weight. You've got a 90 degrees if I came with a protractor. And then we're going to squeeze the elbows together and come back to that perfect positioning. If you've got a mirror, it's great to do this in front of the mirror, just like your shoulder floss, because we want to see if one side is slightly imbalanced, which could be because we have a dominant side, or just how your body is today, it might be feeling. So can you feel that without any weight? I can already feel it. Exhaling, inhaling, like really tighten the muscles. So here we've got no weight, but if you can squeeze the muscles tight, and I can feel this lovely opening here, which again, I'm trying to prevent this kyphosis of the spine. I'm focusing a lot of that today because I keep seeing people, all ages, even young kids, rounding now, and it really, really worries me because there's so much back pain out there. People are complaining a lot about chronic neck and back pain. So you could hold a weight now. If you don't want to hold a weight, just practice that move body weight again. And we're going to do about 10 repetitions. So we're coming up with the palms away, facing away, and then they come together when the elbows squeeze in. That's 1, good. Breathing out and in, that's 2. Keep going for me. Lovely. Mummy, how are you getting on? Does that feel okay, Mummy? Yes? Yes, squeezing, good. Just keeping your elbows up if you can. Lovely. In and out, good. Good, good, good. Keep going. Lovely work. Good. How many are you on, Mummy? 7. Good. Can we keep going? 8. Lovely. 9. And 10. Good, good, good. Let's have a little break. Now, I was going to also suggest that we do that band pull apart exercise with or without the band, as it's almost like a little extra squeeze for the chest if you're able to, or you could go swimming if it's too much. We're going to do these little pulses that we did in the beginning in the band snack, where if you haven't got band, you're just going to imagine pushing out. So it's just little squeeze here while we're just working for about 30 seconds, squeezing back. Can you feel that? Good. So we've worked the chest, and then I'm giving you a second exercise today just to help really activate and fatigue those muscles a little bit more. Strength training is absolutely vital for all ages. There's science to show that even if you start in your 60s and 70s, it's so beneficial to help increase your muscle mass, to also help with our bone density, all the things that we start losing as we're aging. And the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. So it does help us maintain a healthy weight, which is important to reduce risks of things like type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes as well. Ooh, did you feel that? So it's a little trick there where we did our muscles, our main exercise, and then we added a second exercise on top. These are some of the ways you can add in little complexities with strength training. Again, swimming it out for about 30 seconds, just while you keep warm. Let's keep swimming. Good work. Can we keep going there with the swims? Lovely. Swimming it out. Good. You could move your feet a little bit faster. You could increase your stroke if you need to. You could even add some little tin cans for your swimming, because that's a lovely lightweight that you can just grab from your kitchen cupboard. Perfect weights. We don't need to have fancy equipment for these workouts. Good. My mum is doing a mixture of swimming forwards and back. Lovely. And relax. Good. So second exercise, we're going to do again without any weight to get perfect form. We're going to keep our arms nice and straight by our ears. One arm is going to stay there. Hopefully you can see me clearly. The other elbow is going to come down and round. And when I want you to bring that elbow down, I want you to think about these muscles at the back, your lats, then you bring it back up. Then you do the other side, down, squeeze the back muscles, bring the arms straight. It's like you're between two panes of glass. So I'm keeping everything straight, and even the elbow has to come round the side and back up. We've done a few of those. Can you feel it here? Yes, give me some feedback. Yeah, if you can't, think about these areas. That's where we want to target this. Great for our back again. So we're focusing on our back health today, our posture, our back health. So we're going to maybe use some weights now. If you don't want to use the weights, you just stay body weight, no weight at all. But we can then add in some weights, and we're going to bring the arms up, and we're going to try and do 10. So we're squeezing round, back up. The other arm stays nice and straight. Your shoulders are relaxed, your stomach muscles are tight as you can. You can even squeeze your pelvic floor, little reminder. If you've been doing your pelvic floor exercises, I hope twice a day, you can use this time when you're exercising to squeeze as well. Good. Really focus on the back. You feel those back muscles kicking in. Mummy, are you counting for me? 10? Good. Relax. So the option now is to maybe add in the band, which you could do here, or you could add in just some more swimming, yep? So I'm giving you a second exercise, which is again a bit of resistance that we normally do. If you've been doing my workouts, you can always check the others out on YouTube. They're all saved. The same movement with a band or pair of tights if you have them. If you don't, maybe just body weight, or like I said, some swimming, squeezing round and in. Good. Squeeze. Lovely. How does it feel? Good. My mum on YouTube, on Zoom, try and keep your elbow a bit bent here. So you're here. There we go. Do you feel the difference coming up? Try and keep your wrists lovely and straight. Good. Well done. Mummy, you counting out loud for me? 11. Okay, we'll stop at 12. Well done. I thought we were going to stop at 10, but we got 2 more out of you there. Super work. We're focusing on back health today. So we are going to just release the arms. If you're tired, just march out your feet. Have a little breather. Otherwise, I'd love you to keep swimming away. I'm sorry, I'm distracted today. It's only because I've got Mummy. I'm warm, but I want to make sure that we are keeping everything warm here for her, which is a bit tricky because we are not feeling the heat in this room. So we're going to have to keep working harder, Mummy, a little bit. Okay, so we're going to carry on. We have now got our biceps. So we're just moving to these muscles here, front of our arms, that help us with all of our picking up, our lifting, maybe our cooking, any work that we're doing, gardening, all of the day-to-day activities, functional movements. So we're doing it again, with or without weight, bringing the elbows are close to my body. They're stuck here. So there's no gap. My back is nice and straight. I'm curling my hands towards my shoulders and I'm releasing nice and slow. This is called the eccentric part, moving down, the negative movement, which we can make sure is nice and slow and controlled, because again, lots of science around how effective that is for muscle building, going nice and slow on the way down. So we can add in some weight here. Shall we add in some weight, Mummy? Yeah? You're going to do, can you keep count for me of the 10 on this as well, just so that we don't go too far over for everyone. Good. Mummy started. You start when you're ready. 2. Count out loud with us.
3.
It's great for your cognition, your brain. 4. Good.
5.
Breathe out, breathe in. Can you go slower, Mummy?
6.
Go slow on the way down. Good.
7.
Really feel it. Tighten those fronts of the arms.
8.
Lovely. 9. Good work. And 10. Brilliant. Have a little break. Think about the weights you use. You could play this workout again and progress from tin cans to plastic bottles, or from dumbbells to slightly heavier weights. That could be your progression as well. Now, there is an option with the band, depending on how hard resistance your band, or if you've got tights, it should work. We can do this seated by maybe putting your band under your foot or both feet and then curling the arms up. But if that doesn't work, just do another set with your weights, yeah? So give it a go. I'm going to put 1 foot on mine, just so I've got a bit more, because this is a really hard band, and I'm squeezing up and down. Again, mummy, elbows tucked in. Good. Back nice and straight. Breathe out, breathe in. Are you guys trying the band, or you could use weights or no weight? How many have we done, mummy? 9. Good. 10. Yay, well done. Okay, I'm going to switch all of this heating off now. Sorry, this is a bit of a distraction today, but this is a little bit, I've been working in this room all week. Can you guys start swimming? Mummy, keep swimming for me.
Second green light had come and then it went off. The second green light.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, when you started it came.
There?
Yeah,
okay, let's try. Let's try that. Good, mummy's keeping an eye. So let's swim a little bit, guys, just to keep that movement going. It's also a little release. We're using all of our upper body muscles. We've used them quite a bit today. So we're now going to move onto lower body with our sit and stands or our squats as they are if you're all the way up. Otherwise, if you're not able to stand, I want you to stay seated. Brilliant exercise you can do anywhere, even in restaurants, when you're watching TV, is a simple leg extension. We can all warm up with this. Where you lift one leg off, I want you to feel these muscles in the front of your thighs, your quadriceps. Yeah, and this is a great one. If you add in some holds while you're lifting up, you could probably feel these muscles. Mummy, can you feel them working? As you're lifting your heavy leg off the ground. Again, you can just stay here and start at level 1. If you're able to, you could use your chair for a bit of support to see if you can stand just by coming up a few inches and coming down. But I want you to watch your knees are always going out, the same direction as your toes. Your back is nice and straight, and you're just coming up and down, activating the muscles. You should start feeling them working, breathing out, breathing in. That's level 2. I'm showing you all the levels for all abilities. Level 3, if you're able to, is to come up all the way, exhale and inhale. Now I'm going to get you, I saw some of you already on Zoom, copied me with my hands here, because I've seen a little test, which I'm probably going to try and get mummy to do, depending on how her legs are, or my mum. And that's called the sit and stand test. And it's a great measure of longevity where we put a timer on. I think it's for like 30 seconds. We can see how many, if you're able to stand yourself, you can do in 30 seconds. So I've given it away a little bit. I'm going to share it soon on my social media. And obviously you would go a little bit faster, but I want you to do perfect reps. You're just going to try and see, and then there's a scoring based on your age, just in terms of how measuring your strength is a factor for longevity. Because if you imagine we are trying to stay as independent as possible. Mummy, how many have we done? Good, you're doing really well. Weight in the heels, check you can see your toes. If you're not able to stand, just keep doing your lovely leg extensions. Breathing out, breathing in. Good. Do you feel a bit warmer? Yeah. So that's good, right? You can feel that working. And the beauty of having your arms crossed is that you're doing it unaided. You're able to stand yourself, yeah? For as long as possible, I hope we can. So we're now going to add in some weight as an option. So if you're doing your leg extensions, you could hold out the weight here and just extend out, coming back out and in, whatever works for you. Or you could hold a weight here, mummy. You could maybe, do you want to use the water bottle, the laundry bottle? I'm going to use a little kettlebell. We're going for 10 more of our squats or our leg extensions. Yeah, whatever works. Make sure you're doing good form, nice and slow. Even less in terms of numbers is fine. Breathing out, squeeze the glutes at the top, coming back in. I'm going to show you from the side. When you start holding weight, don't come forward. Try and keep the body nice and upright. Use our legs to do the work. Touch down, squeeze up. And go nice and slow on the way down as well as going up. Yep, again, focusing on that perfect repetition. How many are we on, Mummy? You can count out. Good. And breathe out. Squeeze up. Well done, everyone. Keep going. 8. Lovely. Beautiful work. And the last one, coming up. How are we feeling? Good work. So I hope you feel higher heart rate, because we are actually building our muscle mass. We are increasing our heart rate almost to that point where if you were jogging, do you feel that? Yeah? Do you feel that your heart rate's gone up? You could increase your weight as we go. The last one we're going to do, and for those advanced, we're going to do the squat and the press. Otherwise, I want you to focus on your shoulder press, sitting down. This is an option based on how you're feeling today. So you could add some weights in. The hands are at my ears. Then I'm pushing up, breathing out, coming back in again, mimicking how we're going to try and put things up on a shelf ourselves, reach for things, all things we need to do day to day in our activities. So Mummy, you could either hold 2 weights if you're getting good with your sit and stands, and we could come up and press up. Yeah, rather than holding 1 weight, we could do this, but it takes balance, it takes coordination. You try your best, or you could stay seated. Exhale, inhale. My mum, do you want to try one, Kamud? Coming up, exhale, standing up, pressing up, coming down. How does that feel, Mummy? Good? Pressing up, lovely, there she goes. My mum's up as well. Well done, Andrew, Vivian, Taruna, Auntie. I can see lots of you. Lal Uncle, Aisha Auntie. Wow. Good, keep counting. I'll show you if you're seated. Just the shoulder press. Breathe out, breathe in. Nice and slow. 7. Good, do what you can, even if you need to mix it up. Some standing, some seated. Good. 9. Woo! Can really feel this. And our heating is working. 10. Brilliant. Well done. You were right about the lighting, Mummy. Yeah. Good work. So, how do you feel? You could swim it out here. It depends on how you're feeling right now, or I'm giving you a little chance of a break. So see how you feel. Swim it out if you want. You could just fasten the steps or go nice and slow. We did about 30 of those if you were doing sit and stands with us, so well done. That's a great exercise snack to build into your day. Every day, if you can, some sit and stands. Just every time you're sitting too long, getting up. We're going to finish with a little bit of cardio hit, and then we're going to do our balance snack, and then we're going to stretch. So all we're going to do right now is we're going to do about 20 seconds to really raise the heart rate, to get the lungs, the respiratory system working. And again, you could use this sort of minute or 2 snack whenever you feel like you need a little mood booster. My mum has started boxing, so we're going to go with my mum's first move. I'm going to change the plan because I can see she wanted to add some boxing off. My favorite as well. Tin cans are brilliant for this. If you want to grab some tin cans or some light weights, you can march out your feet, and we are going to punch away any worries for about 20 seconds. Punch it all out. Exercise is the best way to boost your mood, I feel, and this boxing is something I use. It's such a great stress reliever. You could do this at your desk, on your sofas. Shall we go for about 5 more seconds? Punch it out. 4, lovely. 3, you're all fighters. 2 and 1. Good work. Fighting away any of our battles in life, but a great way is your heart rate up. So think about 0 is in bed. 10, Lavina, I'm exhausted. Don't ask me to do any more. What number are you right now? Put it in the comments or show me some hands on Zoom. What numbers have we got? Mummy, where are you? You're a 7? So I'm giving you a little break to keep your... let's see what everyone's got. What has my mum got there? She's got a 7. Andrew, you got about 7. Vivian, you are smashing it. I think an 8 there. Ambujam Auntie 8. Tarun Auntie 7. Aisha Auntie, I could just about see your hands. 7 or 8, I think. She's still moving. Brilliant work, everyone. Next exercise. We'll do this without any weights. 20 seconds of star jumps. And I love these too because you're going to give yourselves a clap at the top because you deserve it. You are all stars in my eyes. Mummy's doing it seated. She could do one leg or she's doing double. Let's keep going. You could go fast or slow. This is a low impact star jump that even I'm doing standing because by HIIT, it's high intensity, but it doesn't have to be high impact. That's what I want you to think. We can still get our heart rates up. Keep going. Little bursts of HIIT are great for your bones, great for your health, to reduce risks of things like cardiovascular disease, strokes, heart attacks. Good. 5, 4. Give me a big clap each time. 3, 2, 1. Where are we now? What number are we, roughly? I can see everyone on Zoom is like, whoo! And the heating's working in our room, so we're getting hot. You're an 8. Take some deep breaths. Anyone else want to tell me what numbers you are, roughly? If you could get your hands up. Everyone looks, Purnima Auntie's a 9, well done. Mum is on an 8 now. I think you've all gone up slightly. Andrew's 8 too. So, last little challenge. Something I really want to learn is the fancy skipping. But skipping is like going back to your childhood, right? Do you remember skipping in the playground? Yeah, you enjoyed it? So, we could do imaginary skipping, where you're lifting one leg, or Mummy, I know you used to like lifting both. Doing whatever you fancy. You've got a little skipping rope. I'm going to go quite fast and just go on my feet, or a little jump. If anyone knows how to jump or is able to jump, you could even jump here. So it's really light on my feet. I don't want to put lots of pressure, but a little jump or even a little hop. There's a little study I read the other day about hopping and hip fractures and reducing our risks of hip fractures, but hopping is high impact, so just be warned. Here I'm going to keep going for about 10 seconds. I'm almost running on the spot, but imagining a lovely skipping rope as a child, being free, no worries. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay! Super work. I won't say too much about that study, but I think it was called the hip hop study. Another thing that I want to write about, because they were saying how obviously common hip fractures are, especially for women as we age, and that little bit of impact of hopping, which is a bit high impact, and you can maybe do with a bit of support, could help with reducing our risks and strengthening the bones. So just something to think about in case you did like the hopping there. Something you could maybe build in. We're going to do a bit of balance now. So I know we're out of breath. Take a few breaths. If you're able to stand, Mummy, you can stand, and we're going to start doing our hip circles for our balance exercise. So if you're not able to stand, you can still do it seated. We're working these hips. Again, a big area of concern for me, especially for the elderly. But we want to reduce our risks of falls as well. So if you can balance, we are going to stay on one leg. I'll go same side as you. And we're going to just start circling out the leg. Now, if you're balancing, Mummy's holding on. And I could do it maybe without over time. But make sure you've got the wall or chair there, because I don't want anyone falling over. Keep the hips nice and straight, everything still apart from your leg. And then change directions. So can you feel that? We're really giving the mobility in this hip area. So really important. And the leg that's supporting is taking all your body weight. So great for correcting muscular imbalances as well. Even if you're seated though, you can work on those hips. So balance is obviously brilliant if you're able to stand, but always have support. And you should try and add a bit of balance every day. Changing directions. Mummy, are you good? Yeah, holding your core in, staying nice and straight. And we are done, guys. Give yourselves a big clap. We're going to stretch, so don't disappear. This is the key part of the Feel Good fitness prescription to reduce risks of injuries, to maybe reduce any soreness from any new exercises. We have done a lot of upper body work. So first stretch is going to be for your chest. You can bring your hands into the middle of your back, like so. And I'm trying to stay straight and upright. And I'm trying to bring my elbows back and together. So really opening it out. The further the elbows squeeze back, the more you'll probably feel this stretch. Can you feel that, Mummy? Hold and breathe for me, just for a few seconds. Lovely. Holding, holding, holding. Breathing through. This is our few moments of self-care before we rush to our busy lives or whatever you've got planned. This is the investment in the muscles and joints that we've worked today. We're similarly going to round out the back. So we've done a lot on our back. And we're going to almost create a C shape. So can you see my chin is in my chest. I'm tucking my tailbone under, seated or standing. And I'm almost hugging a tree as such. Really opening out the vertebra in my back. Release that. That leads us perfectly to our signature feel-good hugs. So this is another way to open out the chest like a seated or standing cat-cow. Breathe in, open out the arms. Exhale. First hug is for yourself. From me and Mummy, wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a massive hug for everything you managed to do today. Whether it was just a little bit. You came, you showed up, you tried your best. Now, if you've got someone near you, give them a big hug. Otherwise, this is another big hug. I'm wrapping my arms. Thank you, Mummy, for joining me. Well done. Your first workout of 24. So well done. Feel good hugs, releasing oxytocin. We're also going to stretch out some of these muscles that we work. So we're going to do another side bend, but we're going to hold this time. So really feel it. Maybe give me a wave. Feel the whole side, stretching out, holding, and then changing over. Take some lovely deep breaths to bring down the heart rate. So we're ready to tackle whatever is next in our day, but knowing that you have done so well today. We're going to stretch out our biceps that we worked. So we're just going to bring one arm straight, other hand on the palm, and just pushing that fingers down towards you. You should feel a nice release here. Holding, breathing, relax your shoulders, Mummy. Sit back nice and straight. Good. And release. Other one, can you feel this? Yes, so just a little bit of pressure there if you want on the palms, releasing that out. We're all going to take a seat, and we've done our lots of squats or sit and stands or leg extensions today. We're going to have both legs in front of us today, reaching up. Inhale, exhale, you're going to fall forward. You could reach your toes, you could reach your shins. I want you to relax the shoulders, your head and neck, but straighten the legs. You could even place your hands on your thighs or just see where works for you. Holding. You should feel a nice stretch on the backs of those straight legs, your back, your arms. Inhale, exhale, roll it back up. Nice and slow. And we are going to do our feel good finish, seated or standing. This is the signature way to end the workout. I hope you're feeling good. Big positive breath in. Inhale as you lift the arms. Exhale as you bring them all the way down, releasing any tension or negativity that could be left. Mummy, could you do one in Gujarati for us?
બધા શુભ વિચારો અંદર લઈ જાઓ, બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો, બધા અશુભ વિચારો બારે કાઢો.
Thank you so much. We have workouts in Gujarati saved on YouTube if you need to send them to anyone that could help them. Breathe in one last time. Capture that positivity with your hands coming down to your heart center. Take a moment. Close your eyes, breathe, smile, be grateful to your body. Say thanks to your body for whatever it managed to do today. Thank you all for joining me. Everything is safe for you on YouTube. Please share these workouts with your loved ones. I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can. I will say goodbye to YouTube now and come and talk to my amazing Zoom participants. Mummy, well done.
Well done, Lavina.
Yay, super work.